Good morning. Here in this video, we are going to discuss a new chapter 3. Topic is theory base of accounting. In every subject, the theory has a very important place, and without the theory, it is very difficult to understand the subject. Why we are doing, why we are recording transactions like this. So, for everything, we have answer in this chapter. In this video, we will be discussing going concern assumption and consistency assumption. The remaining concepts, conventions we will be discussing later on. Now, what do we mean by or why do we need the accounting principles and concepts? Okay, see, now there are lots of transactions, lots of people. If there is no rules, there is no principles, concepts, in that case every accountant will record transactions according to his will. Now, if different practices are followed by different accountants, then it will be difficult for each and every one to understand the accounting informations prepared by another person. There will be no uniformity and understandability. Okay, so to bring uniformity, consistency in accounting practices, so that we are able to understand the accounting informations prepared by another accountant. Okay, these accounting principles have been developed and they are accepted by the accounting professional all over the country or world. Now these principles are known by different names in different parts, okay, and different authors also use. So the learners in the beginning find it very difficult कि this particular author is using the word assumption everywhere, he is using concepts everywhere or conventions. So what is the difference? So in the beginning we will be using the word concepts everywhere, okay. Later on we will try to differentiate the meaning between concepts, conventions, assumptions, okay. Now see, this one is very important, generally accepted accounting principles. Now this gap refers to those guidelines adopted for recording the transactions in the business by the accountant, so that uniformity is there, and because of uniformity, understandability increases. You can compare the accounting data, you can reach to the conclusion. It is a help to the management to take decisions when uniform accounting practices are followed by everyone. Every year it is followed, okay. So generally accepted accounting principles refers to the rules or guidelines adopted for recording the business transactions, and it brings uniformity in the preparation and presentation. Presentation is very important because the top management will not go through each and every transactions. They go through the financial statement, final accounts, to reach to a conclusion. So the presentation of it is very important. If there is difference every year or in every company, then it will be difficult for them to compare and reach to a conclusion. Now see, one more point. These accounting principles or concepts are not static in nature. They keep changing depending upon the requirement of the business, or depending upon the requirements due to change in the law or practices, even due to change in economic environment or social environment. So the accounting principles keep changing, and the apex body or the institutes which issue, organization which issues the guidelines, they keep changing the accounting principles and concepts depending upon the requirements. Now see, these principles are also referred as concepts and conventions. Now concepts we use generally for those principles which are fundamental to the accounting practices, है ना? So that these concepts are applicable to all the businesses throughout the country in the same manner, okay. They all use it in the same manner, they don't change it according to their own requirement. But then conventions are there. Conventions suggest to the customs. Depending upon the practice in a particular firm, they can change. There may be a difference in the practice of accounting conventions from one business to another business, but concepts are followed similarly in the same manner in all the firms. Okay, now we will discuss the first one. See, assumptions words are there in questions. They ask what are the three basic assumptions. So going concern assumption, accrual assumption, and consistency assumption. We will be discussing the first two, going concern and consistency assumption here. From the name itself, going concern, we assume that the business will continue for an indefinite period of time. There is no intention to close down the business. That means we have started the business and we have the idea that the business will be a success and it will run for a very long period of time. In the recent time, we are not going to close it or scale down its size. Okay, the first point, business shall continue for a foreseeable indefinite period of time. Second point, there is no intention to close down the business or to scale down its operations. Third, and because of this, there is a distinction made between capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Previously we have discussed, no, revenue expenditure is the expenses which will whose benefit will exhaust within the year. Okay, short period of time. Capital expenditure, the benefit of such expenditure will be received for a very longer period of time. And according to going concern, we assume that the business will continue for a very long period of time. That's why we are recording assets as capital expenditure, the benefit of which will be received by the business for a longer period of time. Then comes consistency assumption. From the name itself, if we are doing something, we will continue to do that work in the same manner. Here, in case of accounting, recording accounting transactions, the practices or methods once adopted will be continued year after year. Okay, see the first line, accounting practices once selected and adopted shall be applied consistently year after year. This assumption is important where different methods are there, and method once adopted should be used continuously year after year. Like in depreciation, there are many methods of calculating the amount of depreciation. That is straight line method, diminishing method, annuity method. So once we use that, okay, like straight line method we have used, so we should continue to use straight line method year after year. We should not change that. Okay, this concept helps in better understanding of accounting information. Okay, because if we are changing the method, then it will be not possible to compare the financial statements. So if we are following the same methods year after year, then the accounting information or statements are comparable. So because of consistency assumption, accounting information is comparable and understandable. Now this concept eliminates the personal bias. Now see, different accountants may prefer different methods due to their own reasons, but if consistency assumption is followed, every accountant will be following the same method. Okay, and due to which the statements are comparable. Okay, and see, this concept is important where alternate or different methods of accounting practices are there. If only one method is there, then it will be only followed. But where there are 4 or 5 methods and any one method is to be followed, so every year that particular method the accountant has to use. He cannot use method 1 in 1 year, method 4 in the another year. Okay, he has to use the same method so that consistency assumption is followed. The accounting practices may be changed. Okay, it is not very rigid. This accounting practices or the consistency assumption is not very rigid. The practices once adopted can be changed because of change in law or due to the requirements of accounting standards issued by the according to the guidelines of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. Okay.